Good afternoon, everyone. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening, Canning Recipes, a little bit of everything. Things are starting to pop on the farm, and we got a lot of work to do this weekend, and it's kind of getting hot. So we were supposed to be 103 yesterday. Thank the Lord it didn't happen. We had some cloud cover that kept us at about 89, so we're very thankful for that. But let me show you what's going on and what we got to get going. One of the first things I'm gonna have to do in the morning when it's cooled down a little bit, because it's about 110 degrees in this little high tunnel, is start to harvest my onion seeds for the fall. So I let a lot of these stay in the ground so they would seed out. And there you see my little seed, guys. So I will be popping these off tomorrow and going through and getting my onion seeds ready. I have a couple of onions in here I need to pick. Look at this nice one here. Oh yeah, that, my friends, is a beautiful, beautiful onion. So you can see I've got quite a few heads I'm gonna have to start harvesting. They're not all ready, but like these still need to get ready. But when they get to this point, they are ready. And then I have some sage in here. This is my toothache plant. I got to start cutting my seeds, my seed heads off of this holy basil, because we don't want it to bolt out yet. So I've been pinching since I got home from work today, and it smells so good. So yes, we'll be doing a lot of this tomorrow. You can see we got some pepper plants placed where the other onions were that we did harvest last weekend, and we have some in these tubs here. These tubs are fantastic for peppers and tomatoes. Our horseradish is looking good. I did go ahead and replant some potatoes. So yeah, we'll be watching these. I had a couple of little extra flowers that I wanted to get. So I went ahead and planted those in an empty tub that I had. And we need to start popping off all of our herb bolting, flowering seeds, because we want to make sure and get us a good harvest of our basil. We do freeze dry this, we use it fresh, but yeah, we want to make sure and keep it going. Oh my goodness, y'all, to smell this. And I don't know what's going on with this. I have just never really had good luck with these squash plants in the high tunnel in tubs. So yeah, but let me show you what I got going on outside. Here is some horehound, and my tomatoes are starting to pop, and I'm very excited about this. So this is caused from the humidity, guys, that we've had the last couple of days. I got to snip those off. But here, some of my black cream tomatoes. These are my favorites. I'll probably have me some tomatoes here in a couple of weeks. I'm letting this deal go to seed because we need seeds for the fall and for next year. And then I have these taters here that I'm gonna have to harvest. And my cucumbers back there in the baby tub are looking pretty good. And let's check out my test in the wood chips. Is anything growing? Yes, you can see. Looky there. I got my sunflowers are coming in. I've got some pickling cucumbers here. They've really taken off this week. My milkweed, my mullein, And over here are my green beans. These are my bush beans. I'm starting to see some that are ready to harvest, but not very many. I got this weed that comes up in here that I have to get in here. So whenever we work in the garden, we have to do it early in the morning here in Texas, because the humidity makes it feel, it's about 89, but the humidity makes it feel much harder, much hotter. Yeah. So yeah, I've got some little green beans starting to come in. This dill's looking pretty good. I'll have to process some of this in the freeze dryer because we love our dill. Need to get in here. This is parsley, beautiful parsley, does well. And then my cilantro's starting to bolt, so I'm gonna cut some of this off and process it in the freeze dryer, because I have to have cilantro, guys, for my pico de gallo, and I don't have any tomatoes yet, so I've got to make sure I have it. Now, you're not gonna believe what's going on in this big high tunnel. Man, summer has started and things are growing. Look at these beautiful tomato plants. My goodness, we are starting to get some really beautiful tomatoes. Oh my goodness, looky here. So yes, and then my beets, I've got to harvest some beets tomorrow, and I'm going to pickle some beets. And then this big old plant right here is the feverfew that I make my anti-inflammatory tea out of. And if you missed that video, I put one up last weekend on how to do that. And then we have some wildflowers over there against the edge to bring in pollinators. And then our cantaloupes are looking pretty good in here. And these beets are beet. So I'll be pulling from this batch tomorrow and getting these up. But yes, and then you can see my okra is starting to finally pop over there as well. My sweet potatoes are finally starting to take hold. I've got some bush beans in here that are finally starting to take hold. I have some butternut squash that's starting to produce in here. Very excited about this because butternut squash stores a very long time. Look at this kale. Every bit of this, guys, started by seed. There's my big old marshmallow plant that I said was taking over this bed, so it's getting ready to flower, and I'm gonna let it flower out, and I'm gonna harvest the seeds, and then I'm gonna dig it up and get the root, and I'm gonna process more. These are my mustard greens. I got some peppers in there. Woo! And look at my squash. Can you believe how much it has grown? I've got some zucchini coming in. I got some yellow squash coming in. So I am very excited that we may see some squash this year. We got another raised bed built, and Greg is filling it up with some of that mulch, and then we'll top it off with some soil. So you can see there's lots to be done this weekend, and I'll be at it early in the morning. I'll be pulling my beets and doing some watering and doing some pruning and just seeing what's going on and what I can pick. I think I'll probably have some green beans maybe next week. I might have a couple, but I'm not gonna harvest yet because I want to get me a pot so I can make me a big old pot full, and then I'm hoping to get more that I can can up, and then I'll turn right around and replant. I'll probably be replanting maybe sometime toward the end of June, because I think I'll get about 3 pickings from those green beans, and I'll turn right around and replant and get another harvest. But you can see things are looking fantastic here on the farm. We are so thankful for the mild weather that we've had so far. It is starting to heat up. I'm still hoping, that we will have a normal summer this year, and not, because we don't really see any La Nina pattern or La Nino pattern or El Nino pattern. So we're hoping, guys, that we have a normal summer, and maybe we'll have some good luck and some good blessings from the Lord on our harvest. Wanted to touch base with you guys, show you what's going on, and show you how quickly things change here on the farm once we start heating up and we start going into mid to late spring. Love you all. We'll see you soon. I'll keep you posted, and I'll be harvesting beets tomorrow. So see you later. Bye-bye.